And here we are back again. I've made some progress. And my farm's coming along. Yeah, I'm actually getting some crops, getting some yield from these crops now. I'm getting about 3, which is good. If I recall back when I first started playing, I think we pretty much started off with 2, so that's kind of cool. We might just do a bit of farming here while we're hanging about. So I've done a bit of digging. My digging is higher than what the slopes here that I can attack. But at the moment I've just flattened out this little farmy area. I know it's not symmetrical, it's just where it's at. But I've got so many things on my plate. I've been working obviously on the farm so I can get my hot food cooking up, which is doing okay. My nutrition I can get to 50 now. So that's a bit of a chore with running around and foraging and things like that. It has been olive season, so I have actually been picking some olives, and I'll use them in my cooking as well. I've been doing stews and I've been doing casseroles. Obviously, the casseroles give better nutrition, but the stews are good because they, they get to, you just throw them in a barrel and they can hang out for a while. I'm not being very efficient with my we may as well harvest this little fellow. He's ready to go. There has been lots of little mobs around. I know at this point in time there's a hellhound up there. I've had a couple of bears. I've had to remove them by tagging them and running them around the lake. I dragged one into the water just like the dog, and look at that. We better crush one of those and we'll replant. Okay, so there we go, replanting. So yeah, lots of mobs. I always scan through the woods, see if I can see anybody about, because if they get close, I'm going to have to do the run. My little cave is pretty good because it's got a little L shape I can hide behind, and hopefully they don't come in. And the lake's pretty good because I can actually run them around and lose them that way. There's been scorpions and trolls and hellhounds, and I haven't died yet, so that's pretty good. My tent is decaying, so I decided, and I was a bit worried about someone coming along and going, oh, I don't want anybody to deed near me, so I was worried that someone will put up a shack somewhere here and screw the plans completely. So I dropped a deed anyway, and you get a deed stake straight off the bat, so we'll see how we go. It gives a fair amount of upkeep into it as well. Obviously I need to fill this in. I will do that, but I've also been working on my chainsmithing, so I've got one up to 24, up to 20. My mining is only about 17, so that's not helping me very much, especially when I don't get a good run. It's great when you're imping and just before you hit your mining cap, it switches to a different tool, which is great, but that didn't happen all the time, obviously. So things like this one here, yeah, like that boot, couldn't get past it. So yes, been doing that. Chainsmithing obviously taking a little bit of time too. I've been doing some fishing. We can briefly have a look at our skills, trying to get wood cutting up as we go as well. I've been using my two-handed sword so I can get some skill in that on cutting down trees, so I want to do a bit more of that. I'll have to do that shortly or soon. As looking here, 6.89. I know, not fantastic. I wish I should probably make a priority to get up to 20, but you know me, I just do what I want. I'm not the most efficient player out there. I just do the things that I'm enjoying at the time. I'm not a grinder. So yes, chainsmithing, armor smithing 12.86. That's not too bad. So I've obviously been able to get them up to 24, so that's not bad. Obviously not that much protection, I have to admit. I should get that sword up so I can just belt into them and kill them before they kill me. It's easy enough to get some healing covers happening and survive, but things like bears and spiders and obviously hellhounds and scorpions, they're a bit bit of a problem. So unless I send myself some really good armor and really good weapon, I'm not going to be able to even beat a spider. I know on one of my other characters had good quality two-hand sword and good quality studded leather, and at 5 fight skill, I could take out a huge spider, no worries. So, that's the easy way of doing it, but I'm sticking to the plan, and I will farm this. Oh, harvest is ready to go. Looks like it is. Okay, we'll harvest him. But things are moving along slowly. What else do we got to do? Fishing, hot food cooking. I've been replacing a couple of tools. I'm getting kind of heavy here. I haven't replaced tools. For one thing, a rake I don't really need to, because the lower it is, the better skill gain I get from it. So I'm not worrying about that too much. I should replace all my other ones, but I haven't done that yet. I've been venturing out foraging, picking olives, but things are progressing. I'm trying to dig this down a bit. It's obviously going to be... I'll put a ramp here. I'm just trying to get it walkable, but it's not really happening yet. As you can see, my digging is 9.79, which I haven't focused on that either, because I've just been doing all types of things, and I've been wondering about dodging. We actually been out killing, a couple of things. I actually have a neighbour who's kind of new as well, so I've met up with him a couple of times, and we've gone and killed some things. So, and he's obviously very low skilled as well. We'll visit him at a later date and see how he's going over there. Got our tar pit, very good. It will fuel the fire, which is not bad considering it's just here. I've been using wood scraps as well. I will probably flatten this out and make it look a bit more decent. So the deed is here. Obviously goes over here. I'll probably extend it just a little bit more, just to go over the tunnel down there, just to make that safe. I'm going to have to put support beams in that mine, because after time they do collapse, and I have had it before that the tile has collapsed right on top of my forge in BSB. That was down on the coast on Indy. Not cool town, not very happy at all. I will flatten out this dirt down there, but I haven't gotten there yet. So lots of things happening. What else have we got? I've made a couple of ropes, so if I go out and I find a cow or a bull, I want to get them happening. I will have to make a one-tile pen. My cave is pretty safe, I have to admit, but I do want to have a little safe spot up here, and actually in the forest as well, because if I'm out hunting and I have a bit of a troll on my butt, I can sneak in there and I'll be safe. So these little precautions which I'm going to need, just because. Are you ripe? You don't look ripe. You've just been farmed. Precautions, because I'm a 20 skill in fighting and my weapons. I can't really kill too much, but that's the great thing, is that this really is survival. It's not hard if you know what you're doing and if you take precautions, but as a new player, you can die pretty easily if you don't be careful, and that's easy. It's easy to overlook when you get more skill and you're looking back on new players. I know with my other characters, there's not much. There's no fear. There's no fear on Freedom server, and I think that's kind of something that I think you miss it on the Freedom server as you get higher up. I know a lot of people have said, well, that doesn't really matter, this is the crafting game to them, so they don't care that it's not difficult to survive, but that's easily to fix. Like if you're just crafting, then you can fortify your own place and never go out, and that'll be fine. I actually would like to see it being harder. I wouldn't even mind seeing some Valeri creatures here. I know they are tough, and nobody likes losing skill, but it would enhance the survival. But overall, I think most people would frown on it and maybe even quit. They like their freedom to be safe, and that's fair enough. But I guess that's another topic. Maybe I'll post on the forums. Yeah, lots of good posts on the forums going at the moment. There's a spider up there. It's very dark. It is actually, the sun is actually rising, which is good. We'll actually be able to see here soon. What else have we got here on the agenda? Looking down the list, yes, I did need a spindle. I probably should imp that. I need to imp up all this woodworking stuff as well. Looking down the list, I have a lantern that needs imping as well. I need more cotton, so I'll have to go foraging some more. I haven't really gotten too much, which is a bit of a shame. I would like some more, because I'm kind of holding back on fighting things, because I've only got a little bit of cotton. So, 2 ropes for animals, yes, looking good. Padlock some things. I'm going to have to make those fences. I will probably make a house. The thing is, too, is that my tent is dying, and I know to make a better tent, you have to get cordage rope, which is going to be it's going to be impossible, really, unless I head to a market, which I know there's one around. And if I forage any coins, I have set in the rules that I actually can buy things from coins that I have foraged for. So, yeah, I won't be able to make an explorer tent. So what that's why the reason I dropped the deed, just so I can spawn back here, and to make sure that my area is safe, because it's a good little pond, and I know that some people who live far out really like to protect their area, and people on Freedom are pretty funny like that sometimes. They put like sheds and stuff in places just to lock it down, because they want it to be a place that no one can deed near them, which I guess that's fair enough as well. Can't really complain. I think I've even done it, so yeah, not too bad. Well, that's about it, really. Just a little bit of an update. What will I be working on next? I think I will I may need to do another clay run. I might go check out the market. I want to get my mining to 20 and finish that off, so that means that I can imp everything to as far as I can, and that will level out, and that's how things will be till I actually forage for coin and perhaps buy something. I would probably buy perhaps a weapon, just because that's going to help me in the long run with killing things, which is probably my biggest threat. I will be trying to find some cows, because I want to do milking, and I want to make some cheese and stuff like that. Farming, getting up the hot food cooking is a big priority of mine, just because it's a part of the survival thing that I care about. We can live here with crappy nutrition and we'll never die, and that's fair enough, but I just want to do it, because that's what surviving is about, being healthy. And I will probably fence off my farm here in time. House will probably go in here after I level this out. I'll get rid of this sand, I'll level out that tar over there, but for now we're just cruising along. Actually, we'll go down and have a look down here. The fishing has been good too, and I find it strange. I know when people spoke about this in one of the posts on the forums, that it's hard out with going fishing because you would break a line. What's my fishing now? My fishing is, where's nature? My fishing is now 7, which is not too bad. I have not broken a line yet, touch wood. But so that's not too much of a problem. You need to make sure that you always imp up your fishing rod too, and keep it nice and repaired. And that goes for everything, really, because the efficiency degrades when you let things go too far damaged. They look good because the quality still looks the same, but when it's damaged, not cool town. Not cool town at all. We'll go have a look in here. So, now I know this will deter some mobs, but obviously not all of them. But the good thing is that I can flip around here. They can come around the corner, and then I can slip out and go that way, and then try to lose them in the water. The thing about that is that when mobs get in the water that can swim, as soon as you lose aggro on them, they don't really move too far. They really do sit still. Like the bear was in here. He pretty much sat there for days, and obviously the dog Rover did as well. So crossing here, not quite possible. I don't know what quality this iVane is because it's still just chunking away. I have been having a go at the old practice doll by FSB. Open up. It is locked. I've got some stuff in here. We'll put these in here. Wurm plants don't go in there, they go in here. So open that up. Our BSB. Throw that in there. Wood scrap. We'll throw that in there too. So my forge here, I'm trying to imp that as much as possible. Waiting for my tent to die. I have a bucket for my imping and a barrel for my stew. What do we got in here? I've got some fish and some stew. So yeah, so that's pretty good. And I have a lot of iron because I've just been mining and mining and mining. I should probably be mining rock. This is true. Up till about, I think it's about 50. Mining rock is pretty good. And then about 50 you start on your iron then, and it goes up from there. But I don't really want to mine too far in here, so I've just been doing iron. In time I'll probably use this iron. I have a lot of it, that's for sure. What do we got here? You know, if I'm going to make ribbons and things like that, you chew through them pretty damn quick. What do we got? Where's our iron? Iron lumps, I have a fair amount there, and I have iron ore. I have 202, which is quite a large amount, and plus whatever on the floor here. So I will use it. Oh, that didn't work. In time, so I could mine rock. Perhaps I could mine that way into the deed. Oh, I still haven't extended. Yeah, I think this here is where the. No, it's not that one. Is it this one? Anyway, who cares? Who cares? So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just a bit of an update of how I'm going. We'll do some more when something exciting happens. I do want to go on an adventure. So, I hope you liked the video. I know perhaps a bit boring, but it's basically just a update video of what I've been working on. You know, the hardships. Obviously, I'm doing my body control is maxed out at 20, which is sad because nobody wants to max it out. That's when they go on prem and go, well, I'm doing things and I want to get skill for it, because in Wurm, most things you do, you get skill for, which is absolutely fantastic. But that's part of the whole adventure. Like, I can't go out and go prem because that would just be silly at this point, because that's not the series. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video. We will get back to you shortly, and I will keep on working, and I'll see you later.